The model 1 to 100 because that's quite an easy scale for us to.
Oh my gosh!
To kind of measure up.
Yeah.
Got my scale ruler with me.
Yeah.
And so hoping to take you back to the special exhibition gallery. So aluminium wall. So we've knocked down. Do you remember that wall?
Yeah.
So we've got the full exposure back of that aluminium wall.
Yeah.
This is the entrance.
Oh yeah,
the way in.
The way in. So this should say, "Chila welcomes you" there. Or
yes.
Which side? Oh, there. I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what I wanted to start talking to you about the style of the type, and what I was wondering what you think is the idea of possibly using your handwriting. So Chila welcomes you in your hand.
Yeah, that'd be better.
Yeah, that would be great.
The way like Tracy Emin writes
right.
in handwriting style.
Yeah, and it kind of feels like your writing's on the walls throughout the experience in a sense. I really admire how you interrogate difficult subjects, but in a really accessible way and a vibrant way, a bold way.
Well, the medium is the message, and if you don't get that right, then...
So we've got this lovely wall doing its wallpaper thing. What I was wondering about is introducing this gold path.
Lovely.
It's like a journey.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah?
Yeah, because gold, remember I was telling you about gold, particularly the Punjabi community is obsessed with gold.
Amazing.
But I was saying if you don't really have any gold on when you arrive in India, they take you to the market just to get you pretend gold. Because you just feel like you've not left England without any gold.
Yeah.
And then you come back and it turns green.
For the living room.
Even ochre colour, green ochre colour.
Yeah.
That's quite an Indian colour. And that.
Yeah.
The yellow's nice. And that, the yellow.
Yeah.
Look, a nice deep Indian blue. Either that one or that one. Blue.
Now that I know, we'll get some bigger samples.
And bring the yellow anyway.
Yeah, and we'll have just a bit of a colour session. I feel like we've covered a lot of ground.
Yeah.
Can I just check my list? We talked about that, yes. Lenticular, yes. We talked about use of light, yes. We talked about light boxes, yes. Fantastic. That's really great to think that we can use some of your photographs. We talked about that.
I've always wanted to do a tapestry. It's a dream. Blown away, made up, can't tell you. I have to say thank you to Iris and Sarah for bringing me here and for getting the ball rolling. If it wasn't for the Imperial War Museum commissioning me in the first place, this wouldn't be happening. I mean, I didn't expect this. I mean, I'm absolutely, don't know, I could bawl my eyes out because I feel so emotional seeing it. I didn't expect anything. I expected it to be a lot finer. This is all chunky and it feels like ancient. It's almost like just what I like, like I'm interested in the relationship between high art and popular culture and history, and traditions and things like that. So it feels like traditional and contemporary because I was brought up with a lot of Indian traditions. It really has got a Hindu temple vibe because when you go into the Hindu temple and you see all the deities, it's got the kind of like all the colours, flowers and everything. It's got quite a religious feel to it, this.
With this tapestry, we've been given the opportunity to really play with the materials. So we've used not only the wool that we've dyed within the studio ourselves, we've also got bamboo thread, cotton, rayon, lurex, gold thread. And I think it's really given us the chance to kind of delve into a huge collection of yarn and get all the colours out that we could possibly want. All three of us have been on it for about 2 months every day.
So you see that, that's like a line version. So that's basically like a linear version of this. So all these shapes are kind of, yeah. So the weavers can align the warps up with the design. Yeah.
This isn't like a map, isn't it?
It is literally, yeah.
It's incredible. These fat bits, big fat pens gone into that, is it?
Which one? Like
this blue here.
That's me working just in Photoshop. So it was working with your design and just selecting bits and then.
Did you?
Yeah.
My mum was a knitter. She was a brilliant knitter, cable knitter, and she only ever made jumpers for me dad and nobody else. And they fitted him like a glove. So that reminds me of her knitting, and she'd watch the telly and knit, which I just thought was unreal. And my dad doing the alterations in the back of the shop. That kind of feels like this because he had bobbins in the sewing machine, and this feels like giant bobbins. I mean, he'd be in dreamland if he came here, so would my mum. So all of it kind of like works in terms of my childhood.
IWM North is this incredible building, and Chila Burman has really embraced that. So we have neons on the outside of the building, and we also have this takeover inside our main temporary exhibition space. So we have sort of exciting storytelling, but also an incredible visual spectacle.
This exhibition's been great for me because, one, I can make new work, and also to be able to talk about pre-partition India, and then you've got the old beast of the art world, not being able to handle me being a feminist, talking about politics and art, being at the Imperial War Museum. What's she doing at the Imperial War Museum? What's to be with conflicts and about wars, and they've got a stereotype of the Imperial War Museum.
I think that Chila's work all stems from her practice as a printmaker. She's fundamentally somebody who works with line, with drawing. All of her work is about mark making in some way. This tapestry is called Cosmological World, and it's the very first tapestry that Chila has ever made in her career. So one of the things that's really exciting and important for us as an art commissioning organisation is to be able to give artists the opportunity to expand their practice.
The project began as an open pitch to students in Soda to submit an expression of interest across film and animation to have the opportunity to work on a film for Chila's exhibition. Projects like this are absolutely invaluable for the student experience.
I would describe it as like a moving image collage. It's an artist film. We collaborated with Chila to create sort of semi-biographical art film that incorporates some of Chila's existing work and some new footage that we filmed around Liverpool.
When I saw her work, I take a lot of my filmmaking inspirations, like it kind of has similar tropes, and we bring like a lot of heritage and kind of like cultural things in a collage mixed media way. For my final year film, I took a lot of inspiration from her already made projects into my own works.
It's been so interesting. Like, I've never done a commission before, so a lot of my work in the past, I've had total control over what I'm doing, and it's been like such a valuable experience for me as a professional going into my career, learning how to navigate working with such a huge client.
From the beginning, just like communicating with her was very, very, very easy. One of the most important things that we all, I think, learned from Chila, that how much is important that you love yourself, you be proud of yourself about your artwork, especially as an artist. I think learning that, it was one of the best things that all of us will learn.
I like the way the things are in the boxes, you know, in the fancy glass boxes. Because normally in those types of boxes, you have really expensive things. And this is like knickknacks, but they kind of look expensive. So I made up with that. And my mum's shop, I thought that was a really good idea because I felt I was always covering my dad's ice cream van. And I thought, I'm in Manchester, that's where my mum bought all the gear and the clothes for her shop. Well, doesn't it make sense to do her corner shop? I like to think that, you know, maybe my mum and dad's generation could come by and they'll go, ooh, we've got that in our house. We've got a shop. You know, we just market stalls.
It's the first time I've ever been, and I'm very happy and pleased to see the culture, my culture, which I haven't ever seen before. This was us many, many decades ago. Corner shops, market stalls. We're very talented in those days because we made everything handmade. I feel very proud that it's been presented